Welcome back to another episode of Defy the Odds Basketball podcast. I'm your host, Wyatt Guerin, and in today's episode, we are going to be talking about how to watch film and use it for your own development. Before we do get into today's episode though, if you do enjoy the podcast, please make sure to leave a like, follow, subscribe, share, do whatever you can, as it does greatly help out. And if you have any topics or things that you want me to go over, just make sure to leave a comment and I will make sure to get to it at some point. So with that being said, let's get straight into today's episode. So this is going to be a bit of a quicker episode, I'm hoping, just to give you guys kind of a blueprint on how to watch film. There's a lot of ways to watch film, but we're going to be specifically talking about how to watch like an individual player, break down their game, and then use that for your own development. We'll also kind of touch on how to do that for like team basketball to work on your IQ. So I'm just going to, again, a quick blueprint here on some ideas and steps here to take in the process. The truth is though, I feel like with film, it's very broad and you can tackle it multiple different ways based on how you learn, based on how you watch, based on a lot of things, right? And it might be different based on your knowledge for the game. Right? Like you might need to watch more, you might need to watch less, you might need to dive deeper. It all depends. But even just turning on a basketball game and watching it like critically, you don't have to be writing anything down, but actually like putting your attention into it and like processing what's happening and just picking up on general things is a great way to start kind of building this eye for seeing these things on the court, right? And just watching highlights, just watching games is all great ways to kind of get those reps in on film watching. But this is going to be a bit more specific. You're taking notes, all that jazz. So let's get right into it. So the first one we obviously want to do is pick the player you want to watch, right? Like I said, this is, we're focusing on watching a player here, breaking them down and learning from them. This could be, college, FIBA, WNBA, NBA, whatever. Pick your player. It could be somebody that has a similar play style to you. So maybe on your team, you're a 3-and-D player. So maybe you want to watch, more of a 3-and-D guy like a Mikal Bridges or something, right? Or maybe it's someone that you want to start changing your game to. So maybe you want to start moving off ball better. Okay, so maybe you start watching Steph Curry's highlights, right? Like his off ball movement. So pick your player based on what you're wanting to get out of it. And then how I usually do it, YouTube is usually the best option, especially if you're an athlete, like you don't have access to any, higher software. This YouTube is just a simple place to go, right? So first, I like to start with just general highlights. So look up like Steph Curry highlights, right? Kyrie Irving highlights. If you want to get a bit more specific, like if you're like for Curry, maybe it's like off ball highlights. Maybe for Kyrie, like if you want to work on your finishing, you look up like finishing highlights, but something just general, right? We're just trying to get the ideas going here. Then from there, what I usually do is just watch it for at least 10 minutes. You're just watching, just kind of letting your mind wander, like picking up general things. You're not writing anything down at this time. You're just letting your mind kind of like observe, gather, like just kind of see what's happening, see what's going on, start getting like the ideas in your head going. I would say 10 minutes. That's what I usually do. Again, maybe if you're, more inexperienced with like watching film, maybe go for a bit longer, right? After 10 minutes, what I would go and do is go back over what you just watched and start picking up on general things. So here we don't want to get specific. We want to just keep it general. So let's say Kyrie, okay? We'll just use him for our example for today. Let's say we're trying to learn we're trying to break down his finishing ability, okay? And we're trying to learn from that. So let's say we watch our 10-minute finishing highlights of him, and then we go back and watch the same 10 minutes, but now we're taking notes. Here, we're just keeping it simple and broad, right? So does a great job on finishing outside his frame, right? Has good spin on the ball. General things that you don't have to like pause the video and go back and watch. Like it's just, you can just see it easily, right? So that's what I would do. So I would rewatch that 10 minutes and start picking up on these general things or maybe tendencies. So maybe you start seeing that when he goes left, he gets into this kind of move. If he goes right, he gets into this type of move. For the sake of this type of film watching where you're trying to gain stuff from him, that might not be as beneficial as like the actual move itself, but it's something to watch for. From there, I like going to single game highlights. So if you look up like Kyrie Irving highlights, sometimes like the NBA will post like his highlights from like a game, and it's just all of his like points and assists cut out from that game. So I love watching like those videos or full game videos. So if you can find full games and go through, because you can learn just as much from their makes as you can from their misses, right? So like the plays that they miss on or turn it over, there might be stuff in there that helps you. If you do have access to like full games where you can watch them, I would still start with like the single game highlights and then go to the full game. Here we're still continuing to pick up on these general qualities though, these general skills. So like again, like the finishing inside the frame, the stuff that you can just see with the naked eye, like you're not diving in deep to see. And this could include the tendencies, right? Like the going left or right, whatever. But now we're trying to maybe expand on them. So now we're seeing them maybe in more representative, like environment, right? Like in a highlight, the thing with the highlights is that you're going to see like I remember when I was doing a Kyrie Irving breakdown, when I was watching his highlights, it was like there was honestly nothing I could really take from it because they were too much of like highlights. Like it was just like he was just doing crazy moves. So I'm like, okay, I can't really gain anything from this, right? But you know, there might still be something like those general things that you can pick up. But again, so here we're just trying to expand on them. Maybe so you've picked up on the general skills or qualities, and now you're seeing more of it, right? You're seeing, oh, he does this when he goes up on the right side, and this is why he has such good body control. Okay, that's cool, right? And again, when you're watching it here, you're seeing it in an actual game. You're seeing what's happening, like how it started, how he got there, not just like the move itself when you're watching highlights. So again, single game highlights, full games, it's just kind of still picking up on these general skills and expanding on the ones you already have. From there, that's when I would start breaking down the details more. So you could go back to like all the clips you just watched. You could skip through to the ones you want to see more than others. And this is where I want you to start getting more in depth. So, you know, pause the video, right? Like pause, play. So it's like going really slow. Turn the speed of the video down and watch maybe the footwork. Watch, you know, like the more detailed things that go into the skill or the quality that those broad skills and qualities that you picked up before. Now you're looking at the details that go into those, okay? And really from there, again, it's feel like what you need. Like if you need more general stuff, if you need more just like the highlights, watch more of that. If you need to get more in detail, do that, right? There's there's not like a step-by-step process. It's kind of more of a guideline here. After that, if you want to like start working on these things, go to the gym and start practicing these moves, right? So visualize how he does it. Visualize, you know, like those, like when you're on the court, visualize that feeling or like that sensation of when you were watching him do that move and try to replicate it. You can film yourself, right? And compare. Like if you're doing something like this with dribbling or finishing, this is a great way to get more fluid as an athlete, more coordinated, because you're trying to move like Kyrie, right? You're trying to move like that shiftiness, that fluidity, all of those things, right? So this is a great way to kind of work on those things by practicing the move. And even just watching the move, like you could like pull it up on your phone, watch it, and then go try it, right? Come back, watch it, go try it, right? So that's my kind of process I would do for like a general, like for a player to try and learn from. And again, it's based on how you learn, based on what you need. You could go back and redo a step. You could spend longer on a step. You could spend less time on a step. You could skip a step. But I hope that's kind of a general idea and jumping off point for you guys to move forward with to make your film breakdowns or you're watching film more effective and efficient. And you can do the same thing for IQ and team basketball. So you could go watch like the San Antonio Spurs do the exact same thing, really, right? And remember, like, just watching basketball sometimes just helps develop that better, like that eye for seeing these things, right? Go, if you're watching, like, put on the basketball game on home on your TV, right? Go watch local basketball games. The more you digest basketball, and the more you see it, the easier these things you'll be able to pick up on. So I'll leave it there for today. Like I said, I want it to be kind of a quick episode today. Just give you guys some quick hitters, some quick ideas, some practical tools to apply to your film study. And hopefully that helps give you guys, again, a jumping off point on where to go. So I hope you do enjoy today's episode. Again, if you do enjoy the podcast, please make sure to like, follow, subscribe, share, do whatever you can. It does greatly help out. And make sure to leave a comment on what you want me to go over in the future. I'm always looking for ideas. And the main goal of this podcast is to help out athletes. So I want to hear what you guys want. I want to hear from you guys what you're interested in hearing, and I'll make sure to get to that as soon as possible. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next episode.